guys decide this past Friday was the right time to tell Wesley's story and getting the word out there about what 4-1 girls in this fall?
Definitely. I think our main goal was to make sure Wesley was healthy first. To really, if he wasn't in the room of like, or he's getting better, to kind of hold it a little bit. So we wanted to make sure that he was in a good position for us to speak about it. Because I know once the word gets out that he's in remission, it's going to be it's more uplifting, more positive. And also, I get to be in front of you guys and talk about it and spread more awareness as much as I can. So our goal was to really wait until he got healthy, and it was just timing was just perfect, and we're here really talking about it.
What's the message that you want to sort of get out there? I know you put it out yesterday, but just expand upon it.
I mean, is that everybody, a lot of people go through it. A lot of people that you may not know in your daily life has had some type of cancer at a young age or probably getting it now. That you can always be there to support them, care for them, give them love, because I think that's really the main focus on people that's going through that. They have people that can help support them and give them love. And again, for my foundation is to show support. We're contributing to 4 different organizations throughout the year. So each month is going to be different. An organization that we're targeting to help spread more awareness for them and for us as well. So I'm excited about that journey. And this first month is New Moors, and then we'll start, adding on and the season goes on.
How's it been sort of with the support around with coaches, players?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I mean, they text me every day, like especially during the off season. How's Wesley? Not even Josh, how are you doing? How's your mental? How's Wesley? Which I respect, you know what I'm saying? Because, they kind of message family first at all times. And they really, truly mean it. The last staff, they did as well. Like when I told Doug, they were all, you're okay. Take your time. And even coming in here and for them to embrace me as, how's Wesley? How's your family? How's your wife? How's your family doing? And then, how's training? You know what I mean? So they really care, man, and they really truly care, not just asking to ask, just asking to really see how I'm really feeling. So it's super cool.
What was your training regimen this offseason? Because obviously we know you've gone to Arizona in the past, you have some of the guys at Rise and Brian, knowing what was also going on off the field. Were you just here pretty much throughout?
Yeah, I trained here. I did a lot of events. As you follow my social medias, I did a couple of events, like Paris Fashion Week and SB. So I've been moving, but regardless of that, I still got my work in, even when training. So even in Paris, I'm getting training. LA, I'm getting training. So I never really stopped the grind. But when I was settled here. I want to stay close to fam, kids in the summer school, so just want to stay close. Can't really travel as much now they're in school now, so kind of keeping us more stationary. And, I can get on my routine a little bit quicker.
You've talked about the fact that there isn't an Exos here in Jacksonville, but you guys have kind of created this little community of sorts, especially along the defensive line or defensive players in training. Describe what that community has become in the last 5 years in particular for you guys to all get to stay in Jacksonville and work out together in the offseason.
I mean, it's awesome. I think, camaraderie is the main thing. And obviously, I know that I'm pushing myself to the limit that I can, help these guys on the field. But when you can train outside of the building and talk to them, and, work out with them and push each other and know that, I also know that you're sacrificing running this hill with me. You know what I mean? It means a lot more so when you step out on this field. It's like, I know you're going to give me everything you got. And then if you don't, I can tell you that you're not giving me everything you got because you showed me a couple of weeks ago. So it's really cool just to work out with everybody and stay in contact and just we're brothers at the end of the day. We're brothers stick together. So.
Josh, how hard was it for you to kind of separate both training and then the family situation, the Wesley situation? Was that hard to kind of balance that?
I mean, again, timing is everything. So he got sick right towards the end of the season. Right at the end of the season, the first couple months, you're really not doing nothing. You gotta have your body kind of relax and kind of come back, and then like 3-4 months later, then you start kind of working out here and there. So again, timing was everything, and I got to just sit back and be full-time dad, and which I love to do. Just sit back and just indulge myself in their life, and really commit to them. And so training didn't start picking up until they got a little better, until they got out the hospital. He started going back to school, and then that's when I started to kind of okay, I can start going to I can start going to Jason. You know, I can drive to Orange Park in the morning, but I'll still be able to take him to school. You know, make sure he takes his medicine in the morning, and then, you know, just kind of got back to normal.
When did you guys get the news that he was going to be okay? And what was that? That must have been a huge mental lift.
You
for
said
everyone.
when did we, or?
Yeah, like at what point in the treatment process did you know, okay, when the doctor said he's going to recover, he's going to be fine, he's on his way to full recovery, and what was that lift like?
I mean, what kind of settled my mind. Obviously, it's scary to think about, but when they talked about the type of cancer that he did have, it was a 6-month kind of treatment phase. And so when I thought about the 6 months, it's a long time, but it's not 12 months, or it's not 2 years, it's not 3 years, which families do have to, you know, go through as well. So knowing that he had that cancer, it's kind of like, all right, we can get through this. We're going to get through this. And so once 3 months came and 4 months, and then realizing that, you know, his levels were rising, everything was coming back to normal, and then he was like nothing was dropping, and then everything was kind of like, oh, he's good. When we took him off the medicine for a month, all the levels were, you know, the same. They weren't dropping, so it's like it's working. His body's coming back to normal. And once you're hearing these type of words, and you know, you see the smile on his face, and now everything kind of seemed normal. And he wasn't having any fevers. That's a telltale sign of, you know, something happening to his body. So he stopped getting fevers, and so now everything was just as normal as possible. And when he gave us that, you know, he's in full remission, and it's, you know, we kind of prayed for it, and we kind of knew it. We keep praying that it's going to happen. God was looking over him. He had so many prayers for him at that time, and we knew that it was going to happen at some point. And when it did happen, you know, just keep on tracking to the next phase.
Did you guys celebrate when you got that news that he was in remission?
100%. I mean, we definitely celebrated. You know, one of those type of celebrations, but everything that we could do for him, we made special. You know, taking these late trips. I'm usually not a late trip guy, because I like to kind of be where I'm at and just kind of focus on that. But, you know, to really sacrifice that time away from him, you know, because we couldn't travel earlier on. So it's kind of like, put that on hold. But we also got to now make it normal and special for him. So let's go to the Bahamas. You know what I mean? So, okay, Josh, I'm freaking out, but we need to do it. How am I going to make it work? Found a trainer out there, and I was training with him. So it's like, you know, I'm having fun with my family, but I'm also keeping the main thing. So, yeah.
Hey Josh, what will the next 2 days add to get that result?
At the end of the day, we have to still protect each other. So you know how it is. Like, you know, as soon as you get pads on, you know, maybe the fundamentals go down. So to know that we're a good defense and we're a good offense, and we like to take care of ourselves, but be competitive. Let's not try to kill each other. Like, let's focus on our technique. You know what I'm saying? Have our technique. Because we see here, we're still being physical with nothing on. So we can continue to still practice like this when it pads. I think we'll be able to take care of each other a lot more. You know, we don't need anybody hurt. Obviously, that comes with the game, but if we can kind of prevent as many injuries as we can, but still being physical, knowing what we're doing, communicating, and running to the ball, both sides of the ball, I think it's just a good building point. I think we're going to be good. I'm excited about pads tomorrow. More physical up front, I think it really affects the front four, front seven more than anybody else. But I'm ready to put my face in. You know, I'm ready for content. What you mean by that? You know, I'm ready to, like, you know, have some contact and really see what it's about. So I'm excited.
Josh, how do you feel playing lighter now? More to your year. I know you talked about it a couple months ago, but 20 pounds lighter.
Man, you know what? Feels good.
You talk about legacy, a lot of your legacy specifically. I have a feeling you're not going to want to talk about it, but being this close to the franchise sack record, what is kind of your mentality going into this season?
23 sacks. You know, that's the NFL record. I think all pass rushers should strive for that goal. Like every team strives to win a Super Bowl. So I think my goal is to break the record and not really focus on it. Just know that if I handle what I need to handle, stay healthy, know what I'm doing, communicate, anticipate what's happening to me, anticipate past, and kind of be quicker on that, then everything's going to play off the way it's supposed to.
I don't think we've talked to you since officially signed, or at least not at the podium. So
No.
having your guy back, but also just having Agua, the depth.
Yeah.
How does that change strategically? When you don't have to give anything away, but having those guys, and it's not just necessarily you and Trey, perhaps being the two main guys, and then maybe it's a question mark behind you.
I think having better edge depth matters. I think moving Eric to the inside is also going to open us up a lot more. And I'm excited to rush with the 4 we got. If you put Mason in there, and Mason gets healthy, you put Mason in there. Eric, Smoot, myself, Trey, Agua. You know what I'm saying? The rotation can kind of be endless. We can kind of line up anywhere. But right now it's just, how do you like the rush? Like me and Smoot, you know what I'm saying? Like we know, like go. You know what I'm saying? So like it's very natural. And I called him. I was talking to Smoot every day. Not every day. I'm not gonna be exaggerating, but I talked to him a lot during the whole season, especially during the comeback. You know what I'm saying? What are you waiting on? You're gonna have a role here. You come on. It was a lot of those calls, and he can say that I did that to him. I didn't call him every day. There was a lot of those conversations, and also he just vibes with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like he fits what we're trying to do. He fits the players around him, and he's unselfish. Like if I need a pocket push, I'm gonna pocket push the hell out of this guy. If you need me to buy this guy so you can make it inside the B gap, I'm gonna do exactly that. You know what I mean? So having him kind of frees up everybody helps Eric as well. You got these two being selfless. You got Eric. You can rush a little bit more free because you have a guy that's in tune to the rushes. You have a guy that, okay, if you take this out, I'm gonna wrap on you. So it's cool having a guy like that, man. I love him, his brother, and I respect him as a player as well. I can't wait to really see tomorrow. And obviously, when the preseason games and all that, we can compete against somebody else. I can't wait.
One more for me, just because I know you were down in the off-season. His health.
He's the best nose in the game.
His health right now.
He's the best nose in the game. DM is the best defensive nose, tackle, whatever you want to identify him in the NFL right now. And he's showing it, improving every single day. And when you can have that, you have that confidence that they're not going to run the ball right here. Not everybody else has to pick their level up. You know what I mean? So, again, Devon Hamilton is the best nose in the game. And he's going to prove it. And I can't wait to be out there to support him after every play he makes.
When you talk about potentially breaking the single season sack record, do you think this defense is going to allow you to flourish to be able
100%.
to push for that?
I mean, don't ask me. You can ask the coaches, because they tell me all the time, this is what we want to do. Okay. But they're the ones that's going to call the plays. And you talk to Coach Kemp, you have guys that can go get the passer. Go get the passer. Cool. So now let's do it. Let's show it. Let me prove to you. Well, I've already proved it. Trey's proved it. Let's just continue to do it. The more reps we get, the more ops we get, the higher the percentage that we're going to get pressures, we're going to get hits, we're going to get sacks, we're going to get batted passes, we're going to get more plays, even in the run game. Hell, it's going to affect us in the run game, more tackle for losses. So yeah, I think Coach Kemp, Coach Matt Edwards, Coach LeBlanc, those are the guys that we need to ask those questions to, but I like where you're headed, and it does help.
One more for Justin.
I almost forgot NFL top 100.
Yeah.
Just what did that honor mean to you, and were they really trying you that day?
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm honored to be on the list with my peers. I just know where I was at the year before. Now, knowing where I'm at like last year, after a down year, it's time to go back up. And it's time to, not only for me to get in there, it's time for Trey to get in there. It's time for Jordan Lewis, it's time for Foye. We have guys that can be on that list and really rack that list up. But you know, the most guys that be on there, they have the number one defense, number 2 defense. They play deep in the playoffs. So we want to get that recognition. We got to be able to, well, we have to be able to get that far.
Thanks, Josh.